Okay, here in this first module consists of introduction to operating system, system structure, and process management. It will be having three chapters in this first module. First module consists of three chapters in this operation system principles textbook. Okay, we have three chapters in this uh, first module. Okay, first in this first module, first chapter will consist of operating system. Introduction to operating systems is the first chapter in your first module. Here we discuss about what is operating system. From the operating system definition, what are the goals of operating system, and what is it, how the computer system will be organized will be discussed in this, and computer system architecture, about the computer system architecture we'll be discussing in this first chapter. And not only that, the operating system structure also will be discussing in this first chapter itself. Okay, the and the operating system operations, operating system functionalities will be discussing in depth about here. And here the process we discuss about the operating system functionalities like process management, memory management, storage management, protection and security, distributed systems. All these functionalities of operating system will discuss in the first chapter. Okay, and here whatever we study here in this first chapter, the process management and all, in detail we discuss again in the second module. Okay, second module we have completely about the process management concept in detail, in depth we'll be studying in the second module. And coming to this memory management, this memory management concept again we study in the third module. Third and fourth module will be discussing in depth about the memory management in third and fourth module. Third and fourth module about completely about the memory management. Okay, and file system management also will be, that's also functionality of an operating system, that we'll be studying in the fourth module. Next, storage management. This storage management in depth will be again studying in module 5. Okay, here in this first chapter we will be studying, actually we just study about the terminologies used in this textbook. Okay, terminologies used in operating system and definition kind things we'll be studying about first chapter. Okay, first chapter will give overview of complete operating system. Okay, but we study in detail in later modules. Okay, memory management, process management we study in this second module, memory management we study in third module, and file system management we'll study in the fourth module. And again that storage management we'll study in the fifth module. Okay, this is about first chapter we are going to study in this first module. Next it is, next chapter we have operating system services. Okay, what services the operating system will be going to provide, will be studying here in this second chapter. The second chapter consists of user operating system interface, system calls. About system calls we'll be studying here in this second chapter, and types of system calls we'll study, and system programs. About the system programs we study in this second chapter. Operating system design and implementation will be studied in this second chapter of first module. Okay, next we study here operating system structure, virtual machines, operating system generation, system boot. We'll be studying about the operating system services, actual operating system services we'll be studying in this second chapter of first module. Okay, next in first module we have one more chapter, that is process management chapter will be there. Here in this process management chapter, the third chapter will give you the some basic information about the process management. That is, here we discuss about the process concept, what is process. Okay, process related concepts we'll be studying here in this, and process scheduling will be studying. Okay, operations on processes, what operations can be performed on processes will be discussing here. And inter-process communication, what is inter-process communication, just a brief will be discussed here in this first module. Okay, in detail about this process management again we study in the second module. Okay, That is about first module. Okay, first module will give you the overview of complete operating system subject. Okay, what terms we are going to use in this subject and what are the definitions about each concept definitions will be studying here in this first module. Okay, next coming to second module. Here the second module will again it is having three chapters. In this, the second module starts with the threaded programming. Okay, here we study about the multi-threaded programming concept. Here we study about multi-threaded programming concept overview. Multi-threading models will study what are the different multi-threading models that we study here in this chapter. And then thread libraries, threading issues. Okay, we'll study in this multi-threaded programming chapter. Okay, next we'll study again the process scheduling. Here in the first module we have just studied the process concepts, right? That continuation we'll be studying here in this process scheduling. Okay, here in this process scheduling we discuss about the basic concepts and scheduling criteria, and scheduling algorithms also will be studying here. Okay, scheduling algorithms we study here in this process scheduling. And this module is very important. Here we'll be having some problems also related to process scheduling algorithms. Okay, using the process scheduling algorithm, how to solve some problems we'll be studying here in this second module. Okay, process scheduling based problems will be asked here in this small problems only. Okay, algorithm will be given. From using that algorithm, how to solve that problem will be learning here in this process scheduling. Okay, and here in this second module we'll be studying about multiple processor scheduling. Thread scheduling also will be studying here. Okay, and next in this second module, next chapter, process synchronization. Okay, here we'll be studying the synchronization algorithms, we'll be studying here again, and critical session problems we'll be studying. Okay, we'll understand this critical session problem, and Peterson's solution will be understanding here in this module, and synchronization hardware will be studying here. So about semaphores concept we learn in this second module, and classical problems of synchronization and monitors will be studying here in this second module. Second module is very important. Here we will be studying operating systems. The basic important concepts we will be studying here in this second module. Okay. Next, coming to third module. Third module is again it is important thing. Here we will study about the deadlock concept. You might have heard this word deadlocks. Okay, we'll be studying about deadlock concept. System models will be studying here in this third module. Okay, and deadlock characterization will be studying here, and methods for handling the deadlocks will be studying here. What are different methods to handle the deadlocks? If deadlock situation occurs, how to handle that will be studying here in this deadlocks chapter. Okay, and how to prevent the deadlocks. Okay, here we study once deadlock occurs, how to handle the situation, and how to prevent from the deadlocks also will be studying in this third module, and deadlock avoidance also will be studying here. Okay, and deadlock detection, deadlock recovery from the deadlocks will be studying here in this module 3. Okay, next coming to module 3, next chapter is memory management. Okay, in this memory management we'll be studying about memory management strategies, and swapping algorithms we'll be studying here, continuous memory allocation, paging, structure of page tables, segmentation will be studying here in this memory management. Okay, in memory management, here swapping we study again some algorithms, swapping algorithms we study here. To manage the memory, we use some memory management algorithms. Okay, here in this memory management, small problems will be there. How to solve that we'll be discussing here in this while discussing the memory management chapter. Okay, and paging, while discussing the paging, we'll be studying some page replacement algorithm problems will be there. Small problems that also will be discussing here while discussing this memory management chapter. Okay, next after this third module, we have in this fourth module again we'll be discussing about virtual memory management. Here we discuss the demand paging, copy and write, page replacement algorithms will be studying, and allocation of frames and threshing will be discussed in this module 4. Okay, virtual memory management chapter will be discussing about demand paging and page replacement will be studying here. Next, again in this fourth module, we have another important concept is the file system implementation, and of file system will be studying here. Okay, file system management. This is also another functionality of an operating system. Here we'll in detail we'll be studying here in this module 4. Okay, here we study the file system concept, access methods, directory structure, file system. Yeah, here in this we study about file concepts, access method, directory structure, file system mounting, file sharing will be studying, and protection, file protection, implementing the file system will be studying here in this module, and file system structure, file system implementation, directory implementation, allocation methods, free space management. Okay, about complete file system management will be studying in the module 4. Okay, next coming to module 5. Here in this module 5, here we will be discussing about secondary storage structure and protection. Okay, this is also the functionalities of operating system. Okay, how to manage the storage will be discussed here in detail. We'll be discussing here in this module 5. Okay, secondary, here we discuss about mass storage structure. Disk structures will be discussing here in this, and disk attachment will be studying here. Disk scheduling algorithms, again he study how to manage the storage. For that we use some disk scheduling algorithm. Related to the disk scheduling algorithms also we'll get some problems, small problems that we'll be discussing here in this module. Okay, disk management we study, and swap space management. Here swapping algorithms also will comes here, that will be studying here. Okay, and next here we study the protection chapter. In this protection, goals of protection, principles of protection we discuss, domain of protection we discuss, access metrics, implementation of access metrics, access control, revocation of access rights will be discussing here, and capability based systems will be studying here. That is the first part of module 5. Next, coming to second part of module 5 is just given a case study. That is Linux operating system case study is given in, will be discussing here in this module 5 second half. Okay, history of Linux operating system, design principles, kernel modules, process management, scheduling, memory management, file systems, and input and output interprocess communication. All that about the Linux operating system case study we study in this module 5. Okay, we'll just start with the definition of operating system. Understood, right? What we are going to study in each module we have just discussed. And the first module will give you the overall about the subject. Okay, all concepts will be going to what we are going to learn in this operating system. Here we'll see in briefly here in this first module, and in detail we'll be discussing about all the concepts, all the operating system functionalities in different modules we'll be studying. Second module will study about process management. In third module we'll be studying about deadlocks and memory management. Fourth module again we study about virtual memory management, and file system management will be studied in the fourth module. And fifth module will be studying about storage management. With that, we'll be studying about one case study, that is Linux operating system case study. We'll be studying here in this. Okay. We'll just see what the first class. We'll just see what is the operating system, what are the example operating system, what operating systems you know. We'll be discussing here today's class. Okay. Here in this first chapter consists of all these concepts, like what operating systems do, computer system organization, system architecture, system structure. Okay, what we discussed just now. Okay, process management, memory management, storage management. Okay, protection and security. These all in detail we'll be studying again in different modules. Okay. Yeah. Anybody can you give some example operating systems which you come across? If you can't tell, you can type at least. Which operate? What are the example operating systems you know? Have you heard about Windows operating systems? Windows XP. Yeah. Windows, Ubuntu, Linux. Very good. Super. Mac OS. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. You know, at least what is operating system you know, right? Very good. Yes. Windows 98, Windows 20. Okay, good. Those are the example operating system. Okay, we'll coming to the definition. What is operating system? What operating system is, a hardware or software? It's a operating system is a program, okay, that acts as a intermediary between the user of a computer and a hardware. Okay, how user cannot directly communicate with hardware, right? So to communicate, to user to communicate with the computer, we need some intermediate. That is nothing but here operating system. Okay, it is a operating system is a program that acts as a intermediary between user of a computer and a computer hardware. Okay, it comes in between the user and hardware. Okay, user to make use of hardware will be user will be using the operating system. Operating system will create an environment where the user can access the hardware. Okay, so the operating system definition will be like this. It's a operating system is a program that acts as a intermediary between a user of a computer and a computer hardware. Take down definition. Operating system is a program that acts as an intermediary between a user of a computer and a computer hardware. Okay, and what are the different goals of an operating system? Why we need operating system? Okay, what way it will be useful for a user and hardware? How it will become it will be the intermediary between a user and computer. Okay, that is operating system goals are they execute user programs and makes solving the user problems easier. It makes a operating system will be used to execute the user programs, and which makes easy to solve the user problems. Okay, that is one usage of the operating system. Okay, and make the computer system convenient to the user. Okay, that makes user can easily access the hardware and he can solve his task. Okay, that will be done by the operating system, and use the computer hardware in efficient manner. Okay, this will allow us to that will be done by resource allocation. Okay, and it will operating system is to use the computer hardware in efficient manner. Okay, here we have the primarily we have two goals in two goals of operating system. One is convenience, other one is efficiency. Okay, it will convenience will make us to use easily the computer system, and next one other goal of operating system is efficiency. That efficiency will make sure that all the resources of the system will be used properly. Okay, that is the goals of an operating system. Understood, right? What is an operating system? It is a program that acts as an intermediary between a user of a computer and a computer hardware. Okay, it acts as a intermediary between user and computer. Between the user and computer, it acts as an intermediate. And operating system is a software that manages the computer hardware. Okay, so it allocates resources which will be used, how the computer will be used efficiently will be done by the operating system. Okay, which manages just the computer hardware efficient manner. For that, operating system will be useful here, and it provides the basis for the application programs and acts as an intermediary between user and computer hardware. Okay, and the purpose of operating system is to provide the environment in which user can execute the programs in convenient and efficient manner. Okay, in such a, that is the goal of the operating system. That's what we have discussed, right? The operating system goal is the primary goal is convenience, secondary goal is efficient. Screen is not visible now. Guys, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Operating system is a program that acts as an intermediary between the user and the computer hardware. And we have discussed that the two main goals of an operating system is convenience and efficiency. Here, the operating system will it is to provide the environment in which user can execute the program in a convenient manner and efficient manner. Okay, so operating system will be useful to provide an environment to the user to use the system and to execute the system in a convenient manner and efficient manner. The operating system will provide a environment here. Okay, and here for different systems it provides for some types of system it provides the convenience. That will be the convenience is the main goal. Okay, for some types of system efficiency will be the primary goal. Okay, like mainframe operating systems, like here these mainframe operating systems will be designed for primarily to optimize the utilization of the hardware. Okay, that is the primary goal is efficiency here in this mainframe operating systems. For the personal computer operating system, here the main primary goal will be the convenience. It should be easy to use. Here only one person will be using the system. So the here the goal of operating system will be convenience. But for some other operating system, sometimes it will be the goal will be both efficiency as well as the convenience. Okay, it depends on what systems we are using it. So depends on systems we are using, the priority of these goals will be changing it. Okay, if it is mainframe systems where the optimized utilization of hardware will be important there, so the goal of the operating system, the primary goal of the operating system will be than the convenience, efficient will be the main goal of operating system there in mainframe systems. For the personal computer systems will be used by the only one person. Okay, only single user will be used usually, and they'll be that will be for the, we use the personal computer to support the some games or business applications. Okay, uh, so for such type, for the personal computer operating system purpose, the primary goal of the operating system will be that it is convenience. Okay, but some operating systems may be the primary goal will be the both convenience as well as efficiency will be there. Okay, so this is about operating system.